If you're like me, you have spent countless hours on Splice searching for fire vocal samples, only to run into stuff that sounds like this.
How dare you?
What's the fuck?
I know I'm not a stranger when you look into my eyes.
Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can make your own vocal samples completely from scratch, even if you don't know how to sing. Let's get right into it. Now, if you're looking for vocals like this that are also 100% royalty free, I actually just dropped a huge kit. It has over 100 vocal accents and phrases, just like this one. My favorite part is that the kit is only $5 and everything is 100% royalty free, even for placements. Go check it out. It'll be the first link in the description. All right, so first things first, you wanna obviously have some kind of melody to record to. I have this trap guitar melody I played live on my nylon guitar. Let's take a listen. I'm gonna show you this cool technique in Logic with something called Varispeed. So if you're in Logic and you have this window up here, if you don't have this window up here, scroll over to this little menu button, make sure to hit custom, and then you might not see Varispeed. Right click over in like this corner over here, and then go to customize control bar and display. Make sure Varispeed is selected on. And then once you have it on, you can set it as your default. And then here, it might be set to like speed only, change it to speed and pitch. And then I like to use the detune semitones option. And then we're gonna just tune it all the way down, -12. Varispeed will be on when you see like these orange kind of numbers, and you can turn it off by clicking this little plus minus over here. So this introduces a problem though. If we listen now to the sample at the Varispeed of -12, it's gonna sound like this. Way too slow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate our sample, which I've actually done here. Go ahead and mute the first one. I'm just gonna label this second one like fast, and then click this little DNA strand up here. Make sure this power button is turned on, but then change this algorithm from polyphonic to speed. And then if you hover in the top right corner, you'll see this little like icon show up where it's like this audio file drag thing. And we're gonna go ahead and make it half the amount, or half the length. What this will do is it'll basically double time and pitch up an octave the original audio, but then obviously using Varispeed, since we're down an octave by going down -12, it's gonna kind of cancel each other out. All right, so what I went ahead and did off camera is just record until I got a little idea that I liked, and we're gonna have to go in and tweak some stuff. But let me show you just the raw audio with no effects. All right, cool. So obviously, you know, I hit some decent notes in there. It's a little shaky at parts. You could sing much worse than this even and still correct it and make it sound really sick. So specifically, if you're working in Logic, you can actually open up this flex pitch editor. And the way you do that is just double click the audio and then go up here, turn on flex pitch. I've already done this. I'm gonna quantize the scale to, I think we're in E minor. So I'm gonna make sure I'm set to E minor. And then I'm just gonna click this first one and hit Command A, right click, set to perfect pitch, and you'll see everything kind of snaps to the grid. This is kind of like working with MIDI now. What's nice is if you didn't sing it on time either, with the vertical lines, like on time with the grid, you can move stuff around. All right, from there, I have this effects chain called my vocal workshop. So first up in my chain is just this EQ rolling off the lows and some mids. Next is M auto pitch. Now this is an absolute gem for a free auto tune that also has formant shifting. So if you don't know what formant shifting is, it like changes the timbre or like the tone of your voice. So just set it to the key that we're in this case E minor, and then formant shift down. I like to usually go around like -1 or 2. RVox, but really you can use any compressor. I'm usually trying to hit like anywhere from -3 to -4 dB. A dynamic EQ, and then my favorite compressor for vocals, the LA2A. Again, you don't need this compressor. The stock Logic compressors, the stock Ableton compressors, FL, all of those will do just fine. All right, now getting into the wet effects, I have Reverb, and this is on the like bathroom setting. I have Valhalla, which is just, you know, standard. ROM, which is like for some really shimmery, like kind of almost digital sounding reverb. I have Echo Boy by Soundtoys. I have the UAD Galaxy Tape Echo. And then finally back to some dry effects. I have just a direction mixer in case I want to collapse anything to mono. I have a Pancake, which just automates panning left and right. Nothing crazy there. That's a free one as well. Another channel EQ, and this is just to cut out any lows that got introduced with like the delays especially. Soothe, which is a great option for just taking out harsh frequencies. You can use a regular de-esser. I just love Soothe and I use it on everything. And then a gain utility plugin. This is just to boost or cut the final signal. I like to export all of my vocals at around -6 or -5 dB, just so they're all kind of even and none of them are clipping and a lot of them, you know, have a lot of headroom. All right, so now that we have our vocal recorded, some pitch correction and some effects with Varispeed still engaged, this is what it's gonna sound like. So that's cool on its own, but when we turn Varispeed off, it's gonna give us more of the desired sound that at least I'm going for this sample. All right, now if we hear it in context with the guitar. Now, I hope this helped you out and I hope that you get to make some crazy vocal samples using this method. And if you want to learn how to make your own analog lab banks, check this video out right here. Peace and God bless.